Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 31st. This is part 2. This right here is part 1. We already covered this, and the link is down below in the pinned comment. So if you want to watch part 1, make sure to do so at the link in the pinned comment down below. But let's see what we have going on for you. You have this tiger card. It says, do something risky, take a chance. And you also have this beetle, which says good fortune. So there could be good fortunes coming in for you through some sort of risk or taking a risk. We kind of talked about this a little bit. The risk that you're taking is maybe learning from other people, but also the risk that you're taking is kind of being at the end of creativity, which we talked about in the first reading, and that's where we can discover like genius. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Justice card. Justice is the answer of all time. Justice is cause and effect. It says if you put energy into something, do you get energy back? If the answer is yes, keep moving forward. If the answer is no, stop and move in a different direction. You know, that is like the key to experimentation in life, is like if something is working, keep going. If not, stop. For others, you could be dealing, I do feel like some of you could be dealing with like a divorce situation here. And this could be justice, or you could be wrapping up the situation like divorce or a legal matter with that card. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Hierophant. Again, could be wrapping up a divorce, but I really feel this could be new love that's coming in for you as well. I'm getting the West popping into my head. It could be someone from west of wherever you are. So that could be a clue. It could be someone coming from west of where you are. You could be moving west, and you could be finding a person by doing that. So I don't know, it's popping into my head, so I have to say it. For others, I feel that this could be part of the learning process. And with the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Cups, a wish. This is something, I feel this is a wish you've been making for a long time. It's kind of weird. I just had the Four Swords pop into my head. The Four Swords, it's like normally the guy, he's got his hands kind of like in a praying position on the Four Swords. He's like hoping and praying to receive blessings on the Four Swords. And that's what I feel for you here, Cancer, with this Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this could be the offer you've been waiting for, is kind of what I feel like saying. The offer, it could legitimately be an offer, like a job offer, business offer. For others, in your first reading, we were talking all about this genius that you could be discovering, and it could be like an offer from the universe. It's like maybe you're at the end of your creative rope. Maybe you've run out of creativity or ways of experimenting with this Nine of Wands here. It's like maybe you've been trying to be creative or trying to grow your business in a creative way, trying to get into love in a creative way. Nine of Wands kind of says you're at the end, but that Ace of Pentacles could be the offer from the universe, that one idea, that spark. And that's kind of what I was seeing in the first reading. With this North Node card, you have Capricorn, and it says achieve on it. So it is definitely time for you to achieve something great with the Capricorn energy. We had a bunch of Capricorn energy recently. Also, a couple years ago, we had Saturn in Capricorn. And I was saying the whole entire time that Saturn was in Capricorn, I was preaching, I was telling people, learn as much as you can with Saturn and Capricorn, because Saturn and Capricorn is like profitable education. I want to see what the next card is. You have Aries, and it says act. Definitely a lot of energy here about taking action. I mean, literally, the tiger says take action on it. You have this act card. You have Capricorn. It is time for you to get moving. Time for you to set yourself free. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Four Swords. There you go. Exactly what I was talking about. It's like you have been hoping and praying. This person up here is receiving blessings from another person in that stained glass window. So that's exactly what I was seeing with the Nine of Cups and this Ace of Pentacles. Was I had the Four Swords pop into my head. It's almost like I knew that was going to come up here, Cancer. But I feel like there is these blessings that you've been hoping for. But it might not be like money. It might not be, exactly what you want. I think it's more of like an idea or the way forward, if that makes sense. With the King of Swords, you have the Five of Swords. Could be dealing with the divorce, like I said. King of Swords, law and order. You also have the Justice card here. Doesn't want to focus, but I feel you could be, if you're going through a divorce, I feel like you could be dealing with a very stubborn person who just wants to win at all cost with the Five of Swords. But it does look like to me you're going to be getting justice. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. So not something I would like really worry about here. For others, Five of Swords is my card of taking a risk. And so it is clearly time for you to take some sort of risk. For a lot of you, I feel like the risk is, there's like two things that are popping to my head. One is you could be just taking a risk to start something new. Two, I feel like it has to do with putting something out into the world, like knowledge or wisdom. The risk that you're taking is you're revealing something to the world. Like maybe you've been writing a book. Maybe you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel. Sorry, my camera probably just went off, but hopefully that fixed it. So maybe you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel. It's like there's something about, stepping to the other side with this Four of Wands that also shows up in your reading. And I feel like you've been wanting to like kind of put yourself out there. And here you go. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Four of Wands again. So Pisces also had the Four of Wands twice. I would definitely watch the I would definitely watch the Pisces reading if you have Pisces in your chart. There's a celebration coming in for you. Also, I feel like experimentation would be a good idea. This also tells me, like I said in the first reading, that if you're trying to do anything, it's like there could be other people that exist that do what you do. Like let's say, on YouTube, there are 1 billion YouTube channels, right? Literally. And it's like, this could say that if you're trying to start a project or start something, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be YouTube. I'm just using that as an example. Whatever it is you're doing, it's like there could be people that do things differently. I would be looking for different ways of doing things. There's like a portal here. You have to step through the portal. So 4 of Wands says to be set free, we kind of have to see what these people are doing. So it's like, again, if you're starting a project, a business, starting a relationship, look for the winners. Say, who in my life, or who do I know, or who can I see out in the world that is winning at what I want? And then what are they doing? And I would do it, plain and simple. It's like the Four of Wands twice like this is kind of like an energy of just mimicking success. It's just a card of, it could be a card of like copying success, basically. And that's what I feel like you need to do here. With that tarantula, you have this elephant. It says leadership on it. So I feel this is you really becoming a leader. It's like you could be taking the lead, or people could be looking up to you with this energy here, Cancer. So I really like to see that. I also feel like a lot of luck coming in for you, but probably through knowledge. Elephants are considered to be very smart animals. They are very smart. So I feel that learning is kind of really coming up here in your reading, and I feel like it'd be very important for you to learn as much as you can. With the Queen of Wands and the Hangman, you have the Devil showing up here. Definitely time to set yourself free. This is like an energy of, needing to remove yourself from anything that makes you feel less than whatever you are. So I feel like it's time to set yourself free from toxic situations. I do feel like some of you could have a Capricorn or a Pisces coming in for you, by the way, in love. So if you're looking for love, this could just be love. Again, the Devil doesn't have to be a bad card. It could just say there's a Capricorn coming in for you. I would say Capricorn or Pisces, somebody very attractive. Queen of Wands here. You have the Hangman, Devil. So it's kind of like there could be someone who you find very attractive coming in for you. It could be any gender, it doesn't matter. And it could be like a Pisces with Capricorn, a Capricorn with Pisces. Pisces is definitely coming up here for you in a very strong level. As a very strong energy. I think you've been getting Pisces quite a bit in your reading. So I don't know, take it how it resonates. With the Four of Wands, you have the Ace of Cups. Definitely could be love coming in for you here with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is showing up twice with the Four of Wands in this row, with the Hierophant as well. So there could be a person coming in for you who makes a love offer, who you could end up marrying. So there you go, Cancer, if you're looking for love. They could be coming from the west of you as well, like I said. They could be coming from a town that begins with a W as well. I'm just getting the letter W for some reason, so there you go. Well, it's right here. I mean, the letter W shows up on the Ace of Cups right in the middle there. So there you go. I also just feel that there could be an offer coming in for you. Again, it could be an offer from the universe. And what I mean by that is it's like, again, if you're the very specific story, if you're at the end of your rope, whatever you want to call it, your creative rope, I feel like the universe could be giving you like a spark of insight, whatever you want to call it. And I would definitely take advantage of it because I feel like it's going to lead to a lot of success. With the Eight of Cups and the Hierophant, you have the Two of Swords. Definitely an energy of needing to look where you've never looked before. Kind of like tricky, right? Kind of like difficult to understand. She needs to go to these new islands that exist, or this new island that exists behind her, because she is sitting where she has always been. But it's kind of like tricky. It's like this is, over the past few years, I've realized that how much I don't know, right? And, It's like there are so many things that I wish I knew sooner, and I think that's true for everyone. But the Two of Swords is like this seeking energy. I really feel like it's because nothing is just gonna like magically come to us, but the information exists. So, but we have to go and find it. So what the hell does that mean, Cancer? Well, it means like if you want more money, just start researching, right? Go start looking for ways to make more money, and you'll probably stumble across something new, something different. That's what the Two of Swords says. If you want love, again, just start researching, start learning. We really have to kind of go through the process with the Two of Swords. I just want to get an ultimate outcome here. Like, what is the final outcome for you? Definitely a new beginning. You have the Fool, so you could be just taking a leap of faith, starting a new beginning here with the Fool energy. There's this dog here, which represents like a companion. So for some of you, it could be love. Like I said, the Fool would represent someone who has very pure intentions and someone who is looking for a serious commitment. So, again, it could be a serious commitment. You have the Three of Swords. Definitely could be letting go of a divorce or separation. I would definitely let go of the past as well with that card. And finally, you have the Sun. So the Sun is you moving towards happiness and abundance. I feel like you are moving towards like extreme happiness. That Three of Swords is just about maybe I feel like there are just little things hanging on that you need to let go of here. Let's see. With the Fool, you have the Six of Wands. A lot of success coming in for you for sure. Probably after like discovering something new. With the Three of Swords, you have the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores. Definitely a lot of improvements coming in for you at this time, Cancer. Again, I do feel like you're moving on from like a separation, a divorce, whatever, with that Three of Swords, Six of Swords. We kind of already talked about that here. And with the Sun, you have the King of Cups. Could be a water sign coming in for you. Could also just be you feeling very happy. But this is a really good reading, Cancer. I like where this is going. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.